Today, we're going to learn some advanced C1 idioms to help you build your vocabulary and feel confident speaking in English conversations. Let's get started. A dog's life. It means a difficult life. It refers to a life that is difficult and unpleasant, with very little pleasure. For example, everyone knows it's a dog's life in this business. He maintained that he led a dog's life in the army.
Have you? What is it?
It's called It's a Dog's Life.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Barry wakes up one morning, thinks he's a dog.
Okay.
Not a red cent. It means no money at all. If something is not worth a red cent, it has no value. For instance, it turns out his paintings aren't worth a red cent. I would not pay 1 red cent for that car.
But they stole the freaking thing and I didn't make a red cent.
A bitter pill to swallow. It means a difficult or unpleasant fact or situation that has to be accepted. Something that is very unpleasant but must be accepted. For example, getting demoted was such a bitter pill to swallow. The knowledge that his friends no longer trusted him was a bitter pill to swallow.
And again, to add to that complication, we've also had many companies and investors in our country who have gained from that. It may be a bitter pill to swallow. I think it would be nice if more people had to swallow it.
Out of the woods. It means no longer in danger or dealing with a particular difficulty, though not entirely resolved. If you are out of the woods, you are out of danger, or out of a difficult or dangerous situation. For instance, the project has been given funding for another year, but it's not out of the woods yet. It's too soon to say if either airline is out of the woods yet.
The future trajectory of the European Union, because they're not out of the woods yet, they are not past the point of no return.
Tempest in a teapot. It means something unimportant is considered to be a big problem. It refers to something of no importance that causes a great deal of excitement or trouble. For example, I think you're making a tempest in a teapot over this. It's just a tiny scratch on the car. John thinks that the entire engine is blown, but I think he's making a tempest in a teapot.
Stay limited. Right now, this is a tempest in a teapot, but eventually people are going to notice that very little has actually changed.
Barking up the wrong tree. It means trying to do something in a way that will not work. For example, his attorney suggested that the investigators might be barking up the wrong tree. If you think that we do want another war, you are barking up the wrong tree.
But we do know that having a pet around before and after your birth may help keep your immune cells from barking up the wrong tree.
Before going to the next idiom, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. As busy as a bee. It means to be very busy and active, or to be moving about quickly doing many things. For instance, my mom is busy as a bee around Christmas time. The children are as busy as bees, trying to complete their assignments.
I'm just as clever as a mouse, and as busy as a bee. Okay, I'll stop.
The apple of someone's eye. It refers to a person or thing that someone loves very much. If someone is the apple of your eye, you love them very much and are very proud of them. For example, his youngest daughter was the apple of his eye. His new baby girl was the apple of his eye.
My daughter is the apple of my eye. She's amazing to me, okay?
You were just FaceTiming her earlier this morning before the shoot.
She just brilliant. If the sun never came up, I'd have brightness in my life because of her, okay?
Beat around the bush. It means to talk around a subject without getting to the point. It is used when someone avoids or delays talking about something embarrassing or unpleasant. For instance, Don't beat around the bush. Get to the point. Please stop beating around the bush and tell me the full story.
Opening up a constant, direct line of communication of being like, I need you to tell me exactly what you're thinking and don't beat around the bush with me, because beating around the bush doesn't get me anywhere, it doesn't get them anywhere.
Drive someone up the wall. It means to make someone extremely angry. If you say that something or someone is driving you up the wall, you are emphasizing that they annoy and irritate you. My secretary pops her chewing gum loudly all day long and it absolutely drives me up the wall. A week on vacation with my relatives is enough to drive me up the wall.
Besides, I've got 2 humans that drive me up the damn wall already.
Spill the beans. It means to tell people secret information. To reveal information that was meant to be kept private. For example, so, who spilled the beans about her affair with David? We'll all be there at 6 for the surprise party. Now don't spill the beans.
We usually can't keep this up forever, so many times people eventually make mistakes and spill the beans.
Hand in glove with someone. It means working together, often to do something dishonest. If you work hand in glove with someone, you work very closely with them. For instance, it was rumored at the time that some of the gangs were working hand in glove with the police. The internist is hand in glove with the surgeon, so you'd better get a second opinion.
It means that we work hand in glove with GCP to be certain that our clients are getting the best of both worlds.
Kick the bucket. It means to die. Kick the bucket is an extremely informal way to describe death. Every one of us will kick the bucket someday. As soon as he kicked the bucket, he started to become famous.
And I kept thinking, if I kick the bucket, and 10 years from now, somebody's reading about the crazy red-haired lady with the picture.
Once in a blue moon. It means not very often. When something happens once in a blue moon, it happens very rarely. For example, my sister lives in Alaska, so I only see her once in a blue moon. I used to spend a lot of time in London, but now I only go there once in a blue moon.
Panic attacks and an inability to relax have all become ingrained in your daily routines, that good days become once in a blue moon.
Raining cats and dogs. It means raining very heavily. It is used to describe particularly heavy rain. For instance, don't forget to take your umbrella, it's raining cats and dogs out there. There's no way they'll be playing at the park, it's raining cats and dogs out there.
It's literally raining cats and dogs.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, write down an example of one of these idioms in the comments section. See you in the next videos.